Hello, and welcome to a quick tutorial about Tableau's workbooks, worksheets, and also story. I want to show you the basics of Tableau, where these items are, and how you can go about using them. Open up Tableau, and on the bottom left where it says Saved Data Sources, open Sample Superstore. So let's plug in. What I want you to learn is that Tableau has a lot of places where you can click on things, and this product has a nice variety of things that you can do. However, I want you to determine what works best for you, because memorizing where all these things are is completely unnecessary. However, it is nice to know what is available inside of the product's user interface. Now that we've got this open, let's talk about what we have. The very top left, whenever you save this file, you will change the name of your workbook. So if you're looking to change your workbook name, you just need to save the file. Next is worksheets. A worksheet consists of your visualization. So we'll click on cells and then throw a segment out there. Now we've created a visualization inside of a worksheet that is inside of your workbook. To generate a new worksheet, they have a little button right here that you can click on. And also there is another button right here that allows you to generate a new worksheet. Now let's talk about the difference between those two clicks. Let's say we've got a lot of worksheets open and generated a lot of visualizations. Then what you can do is click on this and then click this button. Notice it places it just to the right of sheet 1. Now I'm going to hit Control Z, but I can also just use these arrows to undo and redo. Another way is to right click and then do new worksheet. I find myself doing right click a lot because there's a lot of options inside of the right click that are extremely helpful and can help you save a lot of time. For example, we can right click this, we can copy it and right click again and paste. Now what that allows me to do is maybe do something a little different. So I'm just throwing a color out there, order ID. The difference between these two worksheets is that I've made a subtle change to one of them. Before, if I wanted to see what that looked like, I would have to edit the original visualization. That might not be very intuitive if you spend a lot of time on this visualization. I always recommend you can copy and paste it, or you can right click and duplicate. Now that's another way to make this happen. Now there are some differences with the copy and the duplicate, and we can get into that in future lessons. Let's go ahead and Control Z and fix a few things. Very good. So this button right here will always place it to the far right. So if you're here on sheet 1 and you click that button, it'll throw it to the far right. This button for worksheets, new worksheets, is the only option that throws it out to the far right. All the other options will place it just to the right. So right click, boom, throws it to the right. And also this one will do the same. Very good. So now you've learned about a sheet, which is worksheet. Sheet can also mean dashboard, and it can also mean stories. However, we're not going to talk about stories because truthfully, nobody uses them. Next will be dashboards. So we click on dashboard, and I want to show you that it's nested below the caret here. New dashboard, which is great. And you can also right click to get your new dashboard. Now story is available. However, like I was mentioning, a lot of people do not use story. Story is more for a presentation. Maybe you need to show someone a dashboard with something clicked, and then you need to jump to another part where something else is clicked. Yes, you could do this on the dashboard, and that's what most people would tend to do. However, story does give you that opportunity to show selections, marks, and different highlighting features. However, that's not something we're going to get into today. And I'll tell you the truth. I do not feel like stories is the right direction for any environment unless you're simply presenting to somebody, just a one-off presentation. Then, okay, maybe there is some potential there. However, this is just not something people use. And I've been in around 100 environments. The only time people show me a story is when they say, hey, Tyler, can you reverse engineer this and turn it into a dashboard? With that said, I would just avoid stories 100%. Look, I've already deleted it. Okay, now you know about workbooks, you know about worksheets, and you know about dashboards. So it's very similar to Excel. Excel has this single file And then on the bottom, you have tabs, which are your sheets. Thanks for sticking around. Because you stuck around to the end of the video, I'm going to show you all the places that I think are a little bit more pro. So let's look at it. Worksheet, you can click up here in the tab and then click this button to generate a new worksheet. Same with dashboard, same with story. Also, if you look here, Control M, that's a macro. So I'll do Control M on the Windows keyboard, and notice dashboard, there's no macroing, and also same thing for new story. However, there is somewhat of a macro. If you consider hitting Alt a part of that, then let's do that. So Alt, whenever you hit Alt, notice this highlights up here, and there's certain letters that are underlined. Now, if you've never seen this before, this is usually in every single application. So you hit Alt and then W, and then N is underlined. It's kind of highlighted. It's a little hard to see. So I move the mouse down so you can see that N is still underlined because we started with Alt. So N for new worksheet, Alt, B, B again. Notice the highlight kind of hides that. The B is underlined here. And we'll do Alt one more time, T for story, and N is what's underlined under new story. Now that is a lot of different ways that you can generate new worksheets, new dashboards, or new stories within Tableau Desktop. Thanks for sticking around, and I'm excited to see what you're going to create with this knowledge.